To the Blackford Sports Network, home of the Blackford Bruins. Thank you for tuning in today. We welcome you to enjoy the broadcast of the Bruins, but ask that you please come to the games to support them. Please enjoy the broadcast and make sure to check out our sponsors, because without them, none of this would be possible.
All right, welcome, ladies and gentlemen. We are here at Blackford High School. This is the Blackford Sports Network, broadcasting the Lady Bruins versus the Union City Indians tonight. Wednesday night, I don't even know the date, but we've got, to my right, we've got an expert here in the house tonight. We've got Chris Landis on air with us tonight. And to my left, the other expert who, if needed, can sing the national anthem for us tonight.
Hey, yeah.
Doug Smith. How you guys doing tonight?
Great.
Great.
Glad to be here.
Welcome, Chris, to the broadcast. We're really looking forward to having you on with us tonight.
Appreciate it.
And we are getting ready for starting lineups here. For the Lady Bruins, we've got Kylie Eppard is starting. And then number 5, Brianna Strobel. Number 13, Kaylee Hodges.
Hot hands, Hodges.
There you go. Number 15, Macy Cagle. And last but not least, number 42, Miss Vertical, Alexa Hurd.
She get that from her dad?
She does. She does. We like to give Alexa a hard time because she spends part of the game on the ground, but that means she's hustling, chasing balls as well.
Absolutely.
We also have Coach Mitch Waters that's going to join us here for part of the first period as well. So we're going to welcome Mitch to the broadcast as well. How you doing, Coach?
Wonderful. How you guys doing?
Okay, hang on a second. Let me make sure which he is in number 4.
Number 4, yeah.
Try that again, Coach. Channel 2? Okay.
Get ready for tip-off. Blackford gets it first. Strobel.
Nope.
Into Macy.
Alexa Hurd up for the shot. Rebounded strong by Union City. I'll tell you what, Coach, I'm going to pass my headset over to you so you can talk here at the beginning.
No problem.
Okay.
Now can you hear me?
Woo! Yeah, we can hear you. That's hot.
Plenty loud. Here.
All right.
We'll switch back.
We're getting all situated here, folks.
Can you hear it?
Yep. Sounds good. All right. We've got all the technical things worked out, but we got Coach Mitch Waters with us here at the beginning of the JV game to add some commentary and some expertise to it. So we've got 2 experts here with us tonight.
We got
nice
a bucket.
Shot by Hurd there.
42, Alexa Hurd scores for the Bruins.
Oh.
Little missed defensive responsibility. Scored by number 22 of Union City.
Mackenzie Charles.
She must.
That's her first basket out of their
JV
3.
appears to be playing similar to what we expect the varsity to do. A lot of pressure, full court, get in your face. So no shock there.
Okay. Chris was telling us that he has had the opportunity to see Union City play a few times this year too. So.
Yeah, I covered their tournament when they hosted over the holidays, and they played some pretty good competition there. I think they expected to win that tournament and did not. So,
yeah, they're a very, very solid team. I know a lot of the girls. I've seen them grow up in the Boomer Leagues that I run, and so we know that they're going to be tough, even though they are young as well. They're pretty. I think 3 sophomores start for them. So.
Well, I've seen 3 of their 6 losses, twice to Winchester and 1 to Greenwood Christian.
So you're our lucky charm is what you're trying to tell me.
Yeah, I guess. Well, we will hope so.
We hope so.
Yeah.
I can honestly say this. I have not been to any game that they've won all year. How's that?
2 for 2. I like this. See, this is one thing, and we've talked to, Kaylee Hodges about this. When they're picking up at half court, we stress over and over, don't dribble into it. And it's one of those things, she is a freshman. She's got a great skill level. We all know that.
Yes.
It's just those little things like that really separate her from being able to take it to the next level and be on the varsity for full time.
Well, I know we did your game at Southwood, Bob Stambazzi and I, season opener, I believe it was. And he went on and on about Eppert and Hodges and their speed and aggressiveness here, and then also Lease and Waters in your varsity game too. And he was like, "Man, these girls are young; and they're going to really be good." And it was like, "Well, I think that's the goal anyway."
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh,
they all play aggressive. Like I said, I think that what separates maybe the girls that are primarily JV players is just maybe a little bit of basketball IQ mixed with understanding where to be for positioning. When they get that, they're going to be tough.
Yeah. The foul was called on Macy Cagle, who puts Union City at the line for 2 shots.
Checking in for the Indians, number 12.
Is that better?
yeah, that's
There we
much
go.
better. You sound like you're far away.
She misses the first shot. The score is still tied 2-2 with 4:19 to go in the first period. And timeout is called on the court, and not sure if we'll be back or if we're keeping it here. 30-second timeout. We're going to keep it right here. So they hit one of the free throws, so it takes it to 3-2 in favor of the Indians right now. Who called the timeout? I didn't see that.
Blackford. Coach Nolan did.
Okay.
A lot of people, when we watch these JV games, we're watching for everything, of course, to see how the girls are developing throughout the season. And the JV really sets the tone. So when the JV comes out flat, sometimes on varsity, we have to really mentally focus down because I know the girls sometimes are like, oh, is this team going to be really, really good because their JV just did really well. So we hope that our JV comes out really well and strong every game because it really does set the tone for us.
Absolutely.
Good move.
There you go. Get in there. Nope.
Good shot choice there by Kaylee. Just off on her shot. Rebounded by Union City, bringing it back down. Good stop there by Kylie. But the speed of Kylie Eppert in the last game, they broke away. It was 4-0, and all of a sudden Kylie was down here at the top of the key, and by the time the girl went up for the layup, Kylie was there, and yes, she committed the foul, but she also stopped that layup from happening.
Yeah, her athleticism is second to none by far on this team. We see it every day in practice, and I think she's come a long way already. Last year she didn't play for us. Wish she would have because I think her skill level would be that much better. But every day she gets better, and I know she's going to be a big help for us in the future.
Yes. So also tonight is senior night, so we're going to be honoring the 4 seniors on the team this year, but we've got only 4 seniors on the team, so we've got a lot coming back, and a lot to look forward to in the years to come. And Eppert is a sophomore, correct?
Yes. I'll tell you what, we had probably the best week of practice that we've had since the first part of the season after that Oak Hill win.
I was going to say, do you think the Oak Hill win?
Yeah. These girls are completely focused. Just the effort and the intensity and just the togetherness is just way better. And that's what you love to see, especially this time of year, because it easily could be going the other way. The season's long. There's always some drama going on. So it's one of those things that was a huge uplifting win. So
that's
moving
awesome.
forward, I think we'll be set.
Good defense there by Brianna Strobel, created a turnover. Girl had to carry the ball to get around Brianna and created a turnover there. So that's good to see.
Good time of year to get that momentum going, too.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And you guys probably remember the JV game
Yes.
against Oak Hill. 3. That definitely wasn't our best showing. So we worked really hard this week on positioning and making sure they really understood the plays, because I felt like Oak Hill, as good as what they were on JV, I didn't feel like they were 30 points better.
No.
And I felt like our girls were just playing into their hand. They allowed us to speed up too much, and so we really worked hard on that in practice, and I think it's showing right now. The girls are taking their time and actually getting good looks, as you see there.
There you go. Oh,
great pass by Hodges.
Nice pass. Nice attempt of Kylie. I always catch myself in these broadcasts whether to call the girls by their first name or the last name.
Yep.
But
Bruins back in the lineup for the Indians, number 34, Andrea Sanders.
But Union City's played a pretty good schedule to this point, too, to have the record they do, too. I know you know that. I mean, they've played Richmond, they've played Newcastle, which Newcastle's obviously down a little bit compared to what they're used to.
Right. Yeah, for them being such a small school, they've played a great schedule.
Yeah. And Winchester twice is no small task. When the only 2 games they had lost before their county tournament last weekend, they had to go up to Chicago and got beat in the tournament. So,
Great shot by Kylie Evans.
Yeah, Union City had 2
That's
good
3.
games against Winchester.
I think one referee had her at 2 and the other one said 3, so I'm happy about that.
Nice.
did they call it a 3, though, right?
They did.
All right.
Yep.
That's it. Then that's the ref we want to follow.
Yeah, they just haven't got it on the board right now. Oh, well, now they do.
Okay. I was
I
going
was
to
gonna
say,
say
I looked
7.
at that one. It was 7 by the time I turned there.
Yeah.
I was 8.
Yep.
Okay.
So you think they're going to let the girls play today? Apparently.
Looks like it. Looks like it.
Well, I don't like commenting about officiating because I was one, but the guy out front did the junior high game at Monroe Central Monday when Blackford was over there.
Okay.
He struggled with the junior high. So.
Yeah,
we're human.
We never bash them, but we give them a ribbon.
Yes. He was one of those guys. I was always told if you let JV game go past 7 o'clock, and that was 6-minute quarters, you weren't doing your job.
Right.
Well, he was one
Great
that,
steal by Hodges.
when we would have him officiating, we're like going, if we get out of here by 10, we're going to be doing well tonight.
So, do you have the names and addresses of the 2 officials at
I
Alexandria?
probably could get it to you.
That was a marathon varsity game that
Yeah.
night.
Yes,
It went on. It was like that song that never ends.
Yeah.
It was the game that never ends.
Started at 6 o'clock, and I think it finally ended at 7:45. I think the boys finally took the floor about 8:10, 8:15, and we were out of the gym by 9:30.
Yeah.
But how many fouls were in that game? Like 39?
It was incredible.
Yeah.
I think we had at least 1, if not 2, foul out and a couple of 4. I mean,
Yeah.
it was.
But we won.
But we won, and that's the important thing, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, we've had a couple games this year that the girls really, I mean, you could see the effort just step up, and Alexandria was one of those, Blue River, Oak Hill. There's a few wins that we've had that it's like, okay, when we play like that, we literally can play with anybody, and we can have a chance, to win sectional. And I know you've said this before, but our CIC as well.
Yes. Hey, did you know that we are undefeated in the CIC right
I think
now?
I heard that before.
When do you play Miss Cinewall?
We actually play
Tomorrow.
Miss Cinewall Friday.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
Now the JV will play tomorrow evening. They're the night game, the 7:30 game, and then the varsities play both on Friday.
Okay.
Macy Cagle has gotten a lot more aggressive.
Yes.
Macy.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She really grabs the ball and she holds on.
Yeah, Macy's one of those kids that when she's on mentally, she's as good as they get for the JV. It's just, sometimes turning it on and off,
Right.
And that's just part of her inexperience and her youth, but we're trying to get her stronger as we go.
Oh.
All right, that's the end of the first period. The Bruins are up 8-5 after one period, and we'll be back after this message from one of our
Acres Church of Christ in Muncie, a friendly congregation striving for biblical truth. Only 20 minutes south of Hartford City on Reagan Road, just west of the Muncie Bypass. Town Acres has classes for all, loves visitors, and works to embody the first century church. Sunday Bible study at 9:30 a.m., worship at 10:30 and 1:30. Visit us on the web at townacreschurchofchrist.org. No one is a stranger at Town Acres Church of Christ.
Yes.
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 That's what we hope you do.
Yeah.
That's always what we hope.
3. Yes.
Sales and service with Scott Confer and crew have over 85 years of experience in the auto sales and service area. Since 1946, Huggins has been a name you can trust to get you the car or truck you need and providing you with all of your service department needs from their highly trained ASC master technicians. Located at 2603 North Walnut Street in Hartford City, or you can see their inventory at hugginsshowroom.com.
Counting them, and only 3 turnovers.
That's awesome. We are back.
Yep. Yeah,
Getting ready to start the second quarter. Chris, repeat what you just told us.
Union City was 2 for 13 from the field in the first quarter, 1 for 4 from the foul line. Blackford, 3 for 13 from the field, 2 of 4 from the three-point range, and then did not get a free throw attempt. And then also out-rebounded Union City 9-7, and Macy Cagle had 4 of those 9. Union City had 2 turnovers to 1 for Blackford. So
it is so great to have a commentator that can also keep stats at the same time.
When I was out here at Blackford, I was announcer, kept stats for the newspaper and the team, and so.
Did you drive the bus?
There she
No,
goes
I probably
again.
could have in my sleep.
Another pick
There
six,
we go. Great
baby.
finish, Hodges.
That's the Kaylee I'm used to seeing right there.
I've been calling her Hot Hand Hodges.
Yeah. Yeah, she's fun. She's a fun kid.
I love seeing her vision because she looks for that and then just makes a beeline for it. So
Yeah.
she's done real well.
Yeah, like I said with her, it's a little bit of the freshman that shows through on her because her skill level, there's no reason that she's not a varsity player.
Yep.
It's just a matter of sometimes she takes too many chances, and she does what I call the rebuttal foul, meaning when something goes wrong, she's going to be right there ready to foul somebody or try to get it back right away. And I try to explain to her, you don't have to get it back right then.
Yes.
You know, just stay within the plan.
Retaliatory.
Yeah.
You see that a lot in high school, though.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's hard to break them of that.
And you just want to say, don't let one mistake lead to a second and a third.
Oh,
there we
another
go.
one.
Another three-pointer.
As you can see, boys, she's on tonight. That's 11 for Hodges.
Yes.
Yes.
And even though she didn't call bank on either one of those, we're going to give her those 6 points.
It's always open.
Yes. The bank is always open. She's got her ATM card out.
Oh.
But what? Ooh, nice shot by number 10 there of Union City. Last year I always enjoyed watching Kaylee as an 8th grader. And the defense that they played, of course, they were very well coached last year. I don't know if you know who their coach was last year or not, but
I might know him.
you might, yeah. But David Waters, coaching the 8th graders last year, their defense just was phenomenal. And I would venture to guess, and I don't know this statistically at all, but 70 to 75% of their baskets made were on layups. Based on stealing the ball.
Yeah, I believe that for sure. And that's my dad's always been a defensive-minded coach, and I understand defense. That was his game when he played. He was a role-playing defensive player, and I was more of a ball-handling scorer.
Yep.
So we kind of complement each other pretty well, so I'm glad he took that into that.
Yes. And I'm sure you don't get any comments from him after games or before games or anything. Yeah.
Never.
That's one thing about David. He's just not opinionated about it.
Oh, great ball movement.
Kid,
nice.
Get it in there.
Great. Oh,
good follow.
Good follow-up, too. And there, she's on the floor. That's what we give her a hard time for up here.
Yeah, she does find herself on the floor quite a bit, but
horizontal herd.
But at least she's playing hard, you know.
Horizontal.
Good rebound, Macy.
Good job. And Alexa had her player boxed out as well that made that rebound even easier for Macy.
Well, I don't know. I mean, like I said, we went over the offense and everything that we do really hard this week. And I don't know if you guys can see it, but I really see much better ball movement, less risks, and they're really staying within.
Go. Foul there? No?
No.
No?
It was a block.
Yeah.
It was a block.
Okay.
Yeah, I got tipped.
Again, I'm 112 feet away, so that number changes every.
Could they have called that a foul? Probably.
Yeah.
But yes, just reiterate what Mitch was just saying. They're doing a much, much better job of running the offense and letting the baskets come to them instead of trying to force it, which they did in the last game. It was just they never did settle down and let the offense work for them.
Andrea Sanders scores for the Indians.
13-9 with 3:48 to go in the half. Bruins leading. And if you tuned in late, we've got head coach Mitch Waters here with us, and Chris Landis has joined us tonight, and Doug Smith, and I'm David Weddle. We are here.
Oh, wow. Okay, for those of you at home who did exactly the same thing I just did.
And that's why we tell them to hand the ball to the official.
Yes.
That look on his face, I wish we could replay that. You at home can. My God, his nose taken off.
At least he was smiling about it.
Yeah. That's it. Get in there.
Good
Get
take,
in there.
Mason.
Atta girl.
See, driving in like that, you're going to draw the foul. And as Chris said earlier too, on the first quarter, we weren't at the free throw line one time, but yet they had 4 free throw attempts in that first period. So we've got to keep bringing it to them and drawing the fouls.
Bree for 3.
Great three-pointer.
You know, that's the spot right there, because that's Kaylee's hit 2 from there, Bree's hit 3.
Yeah.
So we're going to mark that spot.
And we'll ask them not to trade us at halftime.
Yes,
We'll just stay that way.
Exactly. You know, Doug and I both did the junior high girls games Monday and Tuesday night. I was a scorekeeper and Doug was the announcer and national anthem singer, by the way. Did I say that yet?
Oh, yeah.
But it was funny. The 7th grade girls on the Monday night game at halftime, it just like there were several of them that just couldn't get it in their head that they were going the opposite direction. So they were lining up. You know, on defense, they were lined up, you know.
Great pass.
Yes.
Great look by Hodges.
Good job. It is great to see the girls playing like this. This is the team, I'm sure, you know, I come to your practices, I see what you're coaching, and I see what you're saying to them, and when they execute like they're doing tonight, you got to feel good about the game.
Checking back in for the Indians.
Evidently. I think that was a closed meeting without me, but it looks like they did.
Bank shots, yeah.
For those of you that maybe couldn't hear Steve Hurd over there, he said, did you guys work on bank shots this week?
Hey, they all count the same. Doesn't matter how to get to the bottom of the net.
Yep.
And sometimes it's better to be lucky than good.
Hey, I'm not complaining, that's for sure. I'm just hoping the varsity plays like this.
Going back to your win against Oak Hill, I'm sure beating a team like that obviously boosts your team, but you probably got a lot of people's attention with that as well.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, you wouldn't believe how many huddle requests for film I got. And how many congratulations via text or emails or whatever else. I mean, it was incredible.
Especially holding them to the low amount of points.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was the worst that they got beat this year and the least amount of points that they scored.
Sure.
So,
I'm sure.
Yeah, it meant a lot. We played great defense, and it was really anchored there with Grace Simmons and Aaron Cagle with Westgate. They really started it, and everybody else filled in. They just knew their role, and they had their position well.
Yes.
When you've got what's Grace? 5'5"?
5'3".
Yeah, I was going to say she's 5'3", probably
5'3",
maybe less.
Holding a 6'1" to minimal points, phenomenal.
Yeah.
You know, that was just awesome.
That doesn't surprise me, though, seeing her on the soccer field and how physical she was out there and carrying over to here. Plus, I've seen her play softball, and it's just she just plays hard all the time.
And you guys called it. I mean, she does play hard. I call her a bulldog, and it's one of those things that when I watched the film on Westgate, I thought, okay, you know, we don't really have true bigs, and that's obvious. I mean, we're kind of limited there. So I thought, why not let a bulldog like that kind of, I hate to say this, be kind of like a pecker gnat to her where she's constantly in her face and constantly on her and just kind of draining her. And I knew she could shoot over the top, but I was hoping, you know, that Grace and the double teams could come. And then a couple times those worked really well because Olivia Waters was able to be on the backside for swats, and it really kind of contained her. So
offensive plan or defensive plan that you had drawn up. And what's even better is to see the girls.
Great take, Bree.
Wow, what a great drive.
I have seen her gradually get better.
Yeah.
You know, I think Bree's done a great job. Or she's doing a great job.
She plays so hard. I mean, she works hard in practice, and there's nothing bad that you can ever say about Bree Adney. I mean, she's a great kid to have on the team, and I'm just very proud of her.
Oh. Use that square, baby. Use it.
Well, Kegel's got 8 rebounds right now, so she's had a game's worth already.
Nice.
That's a wonderful job.
And we've got a timeout on the floor with 48.2 seconds to go in the half. Bruins are up 22-14, and we'll be right back after this message.
Veterans or AMVETS. Our mission is to help all veterans secure the benefits they're entitled to as part of their enlistment. If you're a veteran and have never registered with the VA, contact us to discover all the benefits you may be entitled to. Our service officers are local in VA hospitals in Fort Wayne, Marion, and Indianapolis. They're certified to file a VA claim for you and see it through at no charge to you. Contact AMVETS at the number listed below.
We are back at 48.2 seconds to go. Bruins are up 22-14 with the ball. Inbounds. Strobel from the side.
Oh.
In and out.
Like to get her going.
Yes.
Like to see when she's not hitting her jump shot. I'd like to see her get a little more aggressive, getting to the basket. Definitely, I mean, she's got a big frame there. I think she can help us tremendously in the future, but she needs to get more aggressive, especially, rebounding and attacking the basket.
She's such a nice girl.
Oh, yeah.
And trying to get her to be mean is hard.
Yeah, very difficult.
She's got some size. She can get some rebounds for you.
Yeah.
And she shows signs of it, especially in practice. There's times that I'm like, oh, she's going to do it.
Yeah.
And then other times, she gets out here and gets a little bit timid.
Nice job, Macy.
But she hasn't really been playing as long as a lot of the other girls.
Right.
She took some time off. I think she did some dancing or something, maybe gymnastics.
Yes.
So with that being said, she's only going to get better, and she's already got a bright future. So we're super excited for her development.
Where JV just the ball movement, even the shots are missing. They're getting wide open looks tonight.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't want this to sound the wrong way, but JV teams they just don't always look that way. Even when they improve, you don't see the ball movement.
Nice again. There it was again.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, and that was because they worked extremely hard this week and getting in their sets and know what to do.
Right. I guess the best way to say that, they're pretty advanced for a JV team.
Absolutely.
Yep.
24-14 at the half, and we're going to be right back with.
Looking for a used car at an affordable price? Call Dave Montgomery at Dave's Car Corner. He has the nicest used cars on the market, and you just can't beat the friendly service that Dave Montgomery provides. Located at 1225 North Walnut Street in Hartford City.
Shot clock. I think Brian had told the girls that. It's like, there's no shot clock.
Exactly.
Calm down. Let the game come to you.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm seeing that now.
Yeah.
So that's awesome.
It was just kind of frustrating to watch because it wasn't us. It was kind of like, what team is out here right now? Because it's not the team I see in practice. It's not the team I've seen all year. And
Insurance claim suffered to your home or business and not quite sure if you're getting the settlement you deserve? If so, contact Jeremy and the team of CMA Claim Management Adjusters for a free claim consultation. Nationally recognized as one of the nation's most respected public adjusting firms, CMA handles all types of insurance claims: fire, theft, hail, flood, and many more. Large or small, we settle them all, ensuring you get everything you're entitled to. Contact CMA today for a free consultation at 844-CMA-9110 or visit their website at www.claimmanagementadjusters.com.
Yeah.
You know what? As a nice Jersey saying I made 85,000 times in one.
Thank you for support.
I almost didn't get them in.
Acres Church of Christ in Muncie, a friendly congregation striving for biblical truth. Only 20 minutes south of Hartford City on Reagan Road, just west of the Muncie Bypass. Town Acres has classes for all, loves visitors, and works to embody the first century church. Sunday Bible study at 9:30 a.m., worship at 10:30 and 1:30. Visit us on the web at townacreschurchofchrist.org. No one is a stranger at Town Acres Church of Christ.
It gets rough.
And they squeal.
Yes, exactly.
Sales and service with Scott Confer and crew have over 85 years of experience in the auto sales and service area. Since 1946, Huggins has been a name you can trust to get you the car or truck you need and providing you with all of your service department needs from their highly trained ASC master technicians. Located at 2603 North Walnut Street in Hartford City, or you can see their inventory at hugginsshowroom.com.
Tonight might be the night. I'm like, feeling good. Oh, I'm feeling good.
Okay.
I never get it.
Veterans or AMVETS. Our mission is to help all veterans secure the benefits they're entitled to as part of their enlistment. If you're a veteran and have never registered with the VA, contact us to discover all the benefits you may be entitled to. Our service officers are local in VA hospitals in Fort Wayne, Marion, and Indianapolis. They're certified to file a VA claim for you and see it through at no charge to you. Contact AMVETS at the number listed below.
Neck, back, or joint pain? Clear Choice Chiropractic can help. From neck pain, migraines, stress, or a colicky baby, Clear Choice Chiropractic has the tools necessary to help you live pain-free. Call Dr. Malia Robertson today at 765-329-5044 and schedule an appointment. Don't live another day in pain. Call now, 765-329-5044, or stop in and visit them at 1501 North Walnut Street in Hartford City.
Oh, yeah.
We are back. We're at halftime of the JV basketball game here with Blackford and Union City. We are honored tonight. We've got varsity coach Mitch Waters here with us tonight, and special honored, we've got Chris Landis here, who is just the expert commentator, and he's over there doing all the math and making sure it all adds up. But Chris, do you want to give a recap?
Sure. Union City is 5 for 17 from 2-point range, 1 for 5 from 3-point range, 6 for 22 for the half, so shooting about 28%. They didn't get to the foul line in the second quarter, so they're 1 for 4 from the foul line for the game. They had 11 rebounds in the first half, 6 turnovers, not a lot of turnovers. There were quite a few shots taken. Blackford out-rebounded them 18-11 in the first half. Macy Cagle with 9 of those 18, wow. And Kylie Eppert in that speed with 4 coming in second there. Blackford was 5 for 19 from 2-point range, 4 for 9 from 3-point range, so they are 9 for 28. Nice. So just a tad bit over or under 33%. They did get to the foul line, and Briadney hit both of them, 2 for 2. Only 5 turnovers in the first half for the Lady Bruins, and like I said, 18 rebounds. So pretty good first half, great ball movement. I don't keep track of assists, but I would be willing to bet out of those 9 field goals that probably 7 of them had assists on them.
Yes.
So that's great to see at this level, any level, you know. Yeah. But just like you said, it's great ball movement. It kind of reminds me of what they're always talking about with the Pacers. Mm-hmm. The Pacers are doing so well because they always make that one extra pass to get the open shot.
Absolutely.
So, great first half.
Yeah, can't be more proud of the girls, really. I mean, this is how we hope they'd answer the call, because we were, like I said, I know they were frustrated with their play on Oak Hill on the JV game, and we were too, so I'm glad that they really stepped it up so far.
And you got several girls scoring, where I noticed Union City's mainly number 10 is taking them a lot of the shots, and number 22, that would be Emma Davis and Mackenzie Charles. They have taken 11 of the 22 shots for Union City. So Blackford's been much more distributed and balanced, and that makes them harder to defend.
Absolutely.
Yeah. You know?
Yeah, it's kind of been polar opposites. They definitely have keyed on those two, and like I said, the girls they're doing what we hope they do. So that's great to see for me.
One of the things that, Chris, you were talking about right before halftime is the level of our JV players tonight. The way that they're playing, you know, they're getting to that varsity level of playing right now, where they're not hurrying the ball. You know, after watching the 7th and 8th grade play the last two days, seeing the hurry up, seeing the hurry up of the younger players. So now we are. I'm being distracted by.
Kit Kat
Oh,
there.
and she's not talking to us.
Just
She's talking to her parents.
I'll answer your question there. I've got to see a lot of basketball pretty much all over the state, boys and girls so far this year. And I would be willing to bet that this JV team, the way they're playing right now, would be able to compete, if not beat, several of the varsity girls teams that I've seen. And many of them were in that holiday tournament. There was eight teams in the holiday tournament at Union City. And just watching some of them, this JV team is far advanced of what a lot of varsity teams are at this point. And that obviously is a lot of credit to the coaches and what they're trying to do at the program, but it also is a lot of credit to the kids because you have to get the kids to buy into your program to get anywhere. You can be the greatest coach in the world, and if they don't buy in, that's a hard thing to get past. And just like we've been talking about Oak Hill quite a bit, that is a program that's got quite a reputation, been successful for a really long time. So that does a lot for the program. That's that kind of marquee win that people always want to talk about. That's definitely a feather in your cap.
But we're very pleased to have you here this second year with us here at Blackford High School. Mitch Waters, varsity coach, and other than Gary Roten, you've got two new assistants. You want to talk a little bit about them?
We have two new assistants this year. We have Coach Eric Nolan, which is a JV coach, obviously. Eric comes to us from Northeastern. I've known him for probably 5-6 years. He used to bring a lot of teams to our Boomer League over in Portland. That's how I met him. I always thought he was a great coach there, just a great guy, has a great passion for the game and a great passion he's a great individual. I mean, he had traveled I think last year he went to Virginia to watch a girl that he once coached.
Wow.
And just because she was making her first varsity start.
Oh,
so he
awesome.
traveled like 12, 15 hours or something crazy, watched her, turned around, came right back home. So that just kind of tells you what type of guy he is, and we're very, very lucky to have him. I mean, another dedication. He travels an hour one way every day to just be here. So, again, we're very lucky to have him. And then Coach Shelby Martin, she's first-year coach, teacher here at the school. Again, she comes from Mount Vernon, great club. They went to the state finals when she was in high school, so she definitely understands the game. She's been around great coaches, great players. She's very complimentary, and those two push me very well, and I'm very happy and pleased with them.
And Gary Roten, obviously, he's been around here since the beginning of time. But so glad to have a guy like Gary still, staying involved. That's really kept the program going for many years.
Yeah, Gary is the backbone of the program, and I think anybody that knows anything about Blackford girls basketball, they know that. We're so happy and thankful for him. I try to thank him enough, and I probably don't, and I wish I could, do more for him. But he's just a saint among saints, and we appreciate having him. But I got to get ready for this game, and thanks for having me up.
Hey, thanks for being here, bub.
Thank you.
Good luck, Coach.
And that was Coach Waters up here with us for the whole first half of the game. We're underway in the second half now. Union City got the first score of the half.
They went right inside. They weren't looking for that three-pointer like they did the first half,
Yes.
so maybe they saw something at halftime. They're going to try to adjust.
Big difference in that first series of offense for the Indians. Brianna Strobel at the free throw line hits her first of free throws. I'm not going to say this.
That's her first point of the night. We'll leave it
No,
at that.
no, there's
Okay.
you can't do
Yeah,
that.
see, you thought it.
You thought it.
Yeah. See, last game we went with reverse psychology. Grace Simmons was at the line, and we said, Grace, she's not a very good free throw.
Terrible.
Kept the expectation low, and by golly, she hit both of them.
You ever watch TV and just go, hey, this guy's hit 35 free throws in a row, and it's like, well, he did, but
Yes.
Yeah, thanks.
That's one thing that Steve Hurd will tell you. Steve was what was Luke's record last year?
Yeah.
And they were talking about the streak, and it ended right in front of him.
Well, if you guys do baseball games, I'm glad I don't pitch here anymore because you'd probably go, hey, this guy's got a no-hitter, and it's the 7th inning and 2 outs. And that'd be that.
Yep.
Emma Davis.
Okay, they've definitely changed their offensive strategy.
Yeah.
Taking the ball to the inside. They're not going for those outside shots so far.
Hey, I mean, if you can't hit them, 2's just as good.
Yes.
Well, the rule used to be win inside out, but I think nowadays after the Golden State Warriors, everybody comes down and hits the threes and doesn't worry about the inside.
Yeah, yeah. Well, we definitely have to work on the boxing out. Boxing out was something that I really wanted to. How can you catch your own pass? Yeah. Anyway, because it's supposed to hit the rim. Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. It should have been travel.
So.
There were several calls right there. We'll just skip over.
They don't have that many coins to flip, you know.
Anyway, moving on.
Thank goodness we've got video. You can watch what you just saw because we can't describe it.
Is that like LeBron James walking down the court that one time?
Yes.
Good. There you go. There you
Brianna's going to the hole, and she's going to get to the foul line again.
So the two things that we have talked about during the season is taking it to the big girls, in the paint, trying to get them in foul trouble. I mean, for Oak Hill, they didn't have a deep bench. So I thought surely we're going to attack that.
Yeah.
And some of our girls did, and some of them didn't. And I'm like, that's something we needed to work on. The other thing I thought we'd want to work on was the boxing out.
Mm-hmm.
And we're not seeing that either.
Right.
So that's what I wanted to talk to Coach Waters about and ask him, what kind of I know they're doing drills because they throw them up in the air. The coach will throw the ball up in the air to the rim, let it bounce off, and then everybody attacks. So I know they're working on it, but
that's one of the things that high school basketball in general, you don't see kids follow their own shots anymore.
Right.
They shoot and they want to do the pose going down, down the court, and that ain't going to get you as many points because one of the things I noticed about Luke, first year I came here and first time I got to see him play, was that he follows his shots and gets a lot of his points. Is when he does rarely miss, he's there to get the rebound and put it back in.
And that's how he gets his double-doubles.
Boom Boom Hodges gets another three-pointer.
We got a lot of names for her, apparently.
Yes. Boom Boom. She gets her name Boom Boom for what she just did there.
Yeah.
When she fouls, you've been fouled. Look at the good defensive posture there by Kaylee.
That's just that speed that first game we realized it's like she might be too quick for her own good.
Yes.
She's one of those girls that I think she could throw the inbound pass, run to the concession stand, come around the other end of the court, come in and hit the layup to finish the drive.
Oh, have you seen some of the practices that they have where they run through the hallways?
That sounds like a Kenny Klein drill.
Yeah.
Well, that's Muncie's first foul.
And basket up and good. That's 34.
And back inside again.
Yes.
They've yet to take a shot outside the paint.
Yep. And they've got watch Eppard coming back. Smartly, the girl stopped and took the jump shot instead of trying to lay it in because Kylie had that timed to either block the shot or nice reverse dribble by Hodges into her. Nice, even though it was a missed shot, that was a great offensive strategy there.
Got the ball inside.
Yes. Nice reverse.
You cannot let her out there like that.
Knocked out of bounds by Union City, giving the ball back to the Lady Bruins. And they're going to be putting a full court press on.
Kyra Westerfield coming into the game.
Checking in for Blackford. Number 31.
This is Kyra's first appearance tonight.
Yeah. Usually when you want somebody in there as a big presence, they'll put her in there. Not a good opportunity.
She needed some help there vocally to tell her that defender was behind her.
Yep.
Yeah.
And that's one of the things I know the coaches have been talking about. I was watching a boys practice tonight too, and talk about talking. The boys are talking. The girls were talking in practice, but right there, you got to help your players out.
Yeah.
If you see something coming, you got to be talking.
Yeah. Go, kid, go. Get in there.
Kyra Westerfield right there where she needed to be.
Early on in the season, Dave and I had said hard off the glass. I don't know how many times. and it became a hard off the glass. There we go, hard off the glass. And now they're not using the glass as much. Kicking. Kick the ball. Yeah.
That girl's got a pretty good shot.
She does.
Not bad.
That is her 6th, 7th point.
And that's where,
Yeah.
you know, Kaylee went for the interception, missed the interception, and probably had time to get back.
hacked.
Whoa,
Goodness
that was a hard foul.
Well, the 10-point halftime lead has been cut in half.
Yes.
And I believe it was 24-14, so we've been outscored 10-5 in the first 4 minutes of this quarter. And a lot of that is credit to Union City because they're going inside and not settling for those 18-foot jumpers.
Eppard from outside. There's 2 for Eppard.
You know, unorthodox shot, but
Yes.
still, hey, if it's working for her, you know, go for it.
I know one of the things that the girls will be
Out there by
working
herself.
on the off season is ball handling as well.
Swing it.
Briabney bringing the ball down.
Oh, easy now.
Now, number 10 has shot well. Emma Davis has shot well from inside three-point range. She has yet to hit one from 3, although that one did everything but stay down.
There we go. Strobel's on now. Nice dribble and stop for the shot. I think that's Brianna's first field goal of the night.
I think it is, yeah.
Yes, it is. She's 1 for 4 now.
Okay.
Moving pick, not caught up on the, didn't catch the eye.
There she goes to the hole.
Yeah.
That was a good move.
Nice.
Just didn't finish.
Yeah.
There's
Good defensive hustle there by the Bruins.
Number 3,
Not, I wasn't watching close enough if Brianna got her hand on that ball
she
and
did.
blocked it.
She tried to take it away from the girl and just knocked it away.
So we've got a new term to introduce to the fan base tonight. Did you see that on
I saw it on
Facebook?
Facebook, yeah.
Grand theft. Oh, that is 22.
Yep, that's the other score they got.
Yes.
And she's only taken 2 shots out there and hit both of them.
Oh, timeout was called
are you
before
kidding
the
me?
foul.
What?
He called timeout.
You know,
he called timeout before the foul. So
Is that
we're going to keep it
know,
here, or we're going to go.
It seems like
We will be right back after this message from one of.
Looking for a used car at an affordable price? Call Dave Montgomery at Dave's Car Corner. He has the nicest used cars on the market, and you just can't beat the friendly service that Dave Montgomery provides. Located at 1225 North Walnut Street in Hartford City.
the ball and was getting ready to take it, he's like, timeout. He's like, he was going to the hoop. Nobody around him.
I've seen that on college games
Yeah.
where they're down and the guy will pull up.
Insurance claim suffered to your home or business and not quite sure if you're getting the settlement you deserve? If so, contact Jeremy and the team of CMA Claim Management Adjusters for a free claim consultation. Nationally recognized as one of the nation's most respected public adjusting firms, CMA handles all types of insurance claims: fire, theft, hail, flood, and many more. Large or small, we settle them all, ensuring you get everything you're entitled to. Contact CMA today for a free consultation at 844-CMA-9110 or visit their website at www.claimmanagementadjusters.com.
That one for the first time in
I know.
55 years. And
Isn't that awesome?
him and those guys are
Yeah.
like that.
We are back here with minute 36 to go in the third period, 33-27. Bruin lead has been cut down to, well, it's a 6, where it was a 10 at halftime. But we got two old friends catching up with each other.
Yeah.
Doug Smith, Chris Landis.
We go way back.
Way back.
Way back.
That know Blackford history like I wouldn't have a clue of. I'm the new kid on the block. I've only been around here for about 12 years. Yeah, a nice three-point shot by Brianna Strobel.
We were just talking about your kids, Chris. I've watched from afar on Facebook since you don't live here anymore. But it's so nice to see the kids growing up and going to dances, and you see the pictures, and Caden just had something recently happen that you said
He went to the
55
Nationals.
years.
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
Tell them about that part.
Okay. Hold on here.
There you go.
Travel called on number 12, She had the wide open layup, and she stopped thinking she was going to get it blocked and ended up traveling. So
he was on the sectional cross-country team at Monroe Central, and they won their first sectional in the 55-year school history.
That's awesome.
And the team was 1 junior, 3 sophomores, and him as the only freshman.
No kidding.
And then, actually, we just went to nationals, of all places, in Madison, Wisconsin, the second week of December. 13 degrees and a wind that would cut through you in a heartbeat. And he did really well. Our region was Colorado, New York, Virginia, and Indiana, and he finished 7th in the region.
Wow.
That's pretty awesome.
So he did pretty
nice
well.
block. There we have a GTB right there. Well, she didn't get the steal
rebound,
yeah.
Steal and
nice
the
block. Nice block by Brianna Strobel.
Yeah, I was hoping nationals, we were there and all these parents are going, this is usually in Georgia or Florida. And I was like, well, how did we get so lucky?
Right.
There's Emma Davis hitting her first 3 of the night, but that's she has got 10 points and is the Union City leading scorer. And they cut the lead to the lowest it's been.
Come on, Kyra, back on defense. Come on now. You know, you can't sulk when you get the ball taken from you. You got to turn around and make something happen.
And that's the end of the third period. Union City coming back. It's 36-34 going into the last quarter here, and we'll be right back after with this.
Acres Church of Christ in Muncie, a friendly congregation striving for biblical truth. Only 20 minutes south of Hartford City on Reagan Road, just west of the Muncie Bypass. Town Acres has classes for all, loves visitors, and works to embody the first century church. Sunday Bible study at 9:30 a.m., worship at 10:30 and 1:30. Visit us on the web at townacreschurchofchrist.org. No one is a stranger at Town Acres Church of Christ.
Yeah, we're back.
Okay. We are back. This half sponsored by the Huggins Auto Sales and Service of Hartford City, Indiana. Scott Comfort is the owner. Go see them here on the north side of town, or you can visit them at hugginsshowroom.com. Call them at 765-348-3410. Scott Comfort at Huggins Auto Sales and Service.
Hey, we're just sitting back listening to this band jam a little Rolling Stones, you know.
Wow.
They did a phenomenal job.
What a great job.
You know, I was saying off air how we were looking at the Conor McGregor fight coming up, and the commercial for that is Paint It Black, but done very, very slowly.
Yes.
And it does a heart good when your son turns around and says, Dad, that's Paint It Black. I'm like, yes.
Good music lasts forever, doesn't it?
Man, absolutely. Oh, what happened there? See, one didn't know what the other one was doing. What he said, what do you got there?
Foul on Hurd on the play. She's just a tad late getting her to cut the ball off. So what you're seeing here is Union City has definitely gone to their inside game, getting it down to they're kind of playing a double post. Well, really almost 3 bigs down there. They've got 22 who can shoot from the outside, but watch the double post. Double post.
Pull it down.
Creating some openings. Great rebound by Macy Cagle, looking down the court. Started to say downfield, but that's football. Strobel for 3, short, and knocked out of bounds by Union City.
There you go. Awesome.
Well, Union City was 7 for 11 from 2-point range last quarter.
Wow.
And then they also hit 1 out of the 4 threes they took. Blackford, on the other hand, was 2 for 8 from 2-point and 2 for 7 from 3-point, so 4 for 15 in the quarter.
Look at that.
Nice
that should have
knockaway.
been foul on 20.
Nice knockaway by Kylie Eppard and going for the loose ball, and I don't think I'd want to get hit by her either.
No. Solid defender.
But again, watching Union City set up their offense, they're doing two things. They're setting up their inside post for a over the top pass, and then they're setting up a double pick for number 10 to hit that 3-pointer at the top of the key.
And
22.
So she hadn't missed one until then, and she probably should get a foul there for that.
Yep.
Well, and foul she did.
That'll send Hurd. Hurd went down hard on that one, but that gets the ball out of bounds to the Bruins.
I think with that, Hurd's going to come out of the game.
I think she got hit pretty hard there. Hit her head. I think hit her wrist as well. She's holding her wrist as she comes off the floor. 36-34, it's a 2-point game. And that trapping defense is working well for Union City as well.
And that would have been a good play. That Brianna, that's where that instinct to jump in there would have been great.
Yes.
You saw the girl struggling, and Brianna just stayed back.
Yep.
So, we had a drill.
We got to get that killer instinct going.
Yeah. We had a drill when I tried to play basketball, and it was called meatball, and they would put the ball in the center of the court, and then had everybody's defenders, all go after it.
Yep.
That would be called concussion drill now.
Yeah, right? Well, actually, Tim Buckner went for the ball.
Nice steal by Cagle there.
At the same time I did, and I ate a chunk out of that floor, and my tooth broke in half.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah. The school actually paid for that, so.
Strobel for 3,
there
and that's
go.
good.
Oh, gave her 2.
Oh, she said her foot was on the line. Timeout is called by Union City.
That was a pretty good move off the dribble, too.
38-34 with 4:57 to go in the ball game.
That's not good, 38-34.
And I think we're keeping it here.
Union City.
Yep.
30-second timeout.
Okay, 30-second timeout, so we are keeping it here.
Well, I hope our girls don't rest. This is the time to push.
You got to finish as strong as you started.
Absolutely. I know they changed things up down here, but we need to make adjustments down here as well. So.
Yes. Muncie into the ball game. I love watching her. She is such a tiger. She is the Grace Simmons of the junior varsity.
Absolutely. Look at her getting low, sitting down.
And just watch her position herself. There's a nice takeaway by Eppard.
Let her foul you. Oh, yes.
You don't see too many people make it all the way to the wall right there.
Yeah.
I always wonder why we don't have pads on those walls, but
that's a good.
You just need to be thankful the walls are a little bit further away than they are in some gyms.
Yep. Rebound put back up and in.
4-point lead for the Bruins. At several times we were 12 points ahead. Okay. Foul. Nice to get it back. Go, Kylie. There you go.
Kylie goes up for the shot and is fouled by number 34 for...
That's her second, I do believe.
Yes, no? Andrea Sanders.
Nope. Yep.
34, Sanders.
Well, Union City made a run there in the third quarter, outscoring us 20-12, and that just took that 10-point lead. And but again, they did it. They got the ball inside and shot a high percentage, and that's how you get back into games.
Sure.
A lot of teams will drift out to that three-point line thinking you have to get it all back in a couple trips down court, and you can't do it.
Knock it just a little, chip it away.
Good coaching on Union City's part as well. Strobel for 2. Rebounded by Muncie. Underneath. Back out to Eppard. Eppard for 2. Has a shot blocked. Girls get back good on defense. Get the defensive set up. We've got somebody wide open over there in the corner. Shots missed. Rebounded by Muncie.
I think we could use our hot hand. Where'd she go? Just taking a breather.
Yep.
Or if he's saving her a quarter for the varsity.
Yeah, yes. Probably.
Another
nice job, Brianna.
They give her 2, but that sure looked like a 3 from my angle.
She's got to be centimeters away from that big 3.
Her toe must just have been on that black line.
But if she's going to keep shooting like that, Coach won't care.
Yeah.
Come on, grab it and bring it down.
20. Oh, we're going to get a foul.
Grab it.
Shot is good and fouled at this time, so she'll be trying for a three-point play here.
That's Macy Cagle's third.
Oh. And the shot is off, but they get their own rebound and put it back up.
No good. Come on,
Again.
bring it down, Brianna.
We've got to get stronger at these rebounds.
Absolutely.
And Union City called for traveling.
Can I break in for a second?
Yep.
Yes.
So maybe Chris can help out with this one. Why don't the officials call lane violations anymore?
They've been teaching officials to do preventative officiating, and a lot of times if you see them underneath the basket, they're going to be yelling at them, telling them to get out of the lane. And a lot of that came probably, and this is a guess more than anything, but I'm guessing a lot of 3-second calls can just tear the flow of a game up, just like a lot of holding calls on Sunday in the NFL.
Yeah.
And coaches would rather have the flow of the game, but I know a lot of it, they teach them preventative officiating, and they'll say get out of the lane. But, yeah, you don't see 3 seconds called hardly at all anymore at any levels. And I think the NBA, they literally do have tents down there. I'm not sure, but – travel doesn't exist at that level either, so
Right,
I don't know.
right. I think they've switched from 3 seconds to 30-second. You're allowed to be in that lane for 30 seconds.
Yeah. And a lot of if somebody takes a shot, as soon as the shot goes up, the count starts over too. And I know some people, you'll hear a lot of people yelling 3 seconds, and they don't understand that count starts over every shot that's taken. So, yeah, there might be somebody in there for 15 seconds during that, but it isn't going to matter.
Do you know what else they've been saying as far as a lot of jump balls? I mean, because some girls, it seems like they're just getting mauled.
Aren't you thankful that they don't literally have a jump ball anymore, though?
Yeah.
That is true.
The games would take forever.
They would, because you have to stop the game, put everybody in the circle. But they just, the way they go after the ball, it's like there's got to be a foul first. The way they roll over each other.
I would just say that's probably the safe call is what they would call that.
Right.
You think they call it just so they are safe?
Because you don't know who's doing what on the pile maybe, and they don't want anybody getting hurt, so it's easier just to call jump ball quickly. And
Yes.
Yeah, this is the fourth one
22.
for number 22.
That's her fourth foul.
I always got told that you will catch a lot more flack for what you do call than what you don't.
Right.
Yeah, I guess if you're letting it go on both sides, but I always look at the safety of the players when you let things, especially the boys, when you let things go so much that they start throwing elbows into the necks and stuff, and
you can't
it
do
happens.
That. Yeah, you can't let it get to that point. I was lucky that coming into football, Dave Montgomery was one of the people that I had that trained me, and I've seen this not happen a lot of places, but they let a lot of things just go in junior high, like they don't even care that there's turnovers or fouls or whatever, and because it's junior high. And Dave always taught us that that's those kids' Friday night too. Don't take it away from them.
Yeah.
So I was lucky in that regard.
So just looking down at Coach Waters, he's kind of rolling his eyes because we're getting back to the junior high level of play right now.
Sloppy.
Because we're getting sloppy. We're rushing down the floor, and we've got a 4-point lead with 2 minutes to go, minute 47 now. We don't need to rush a shot. We need to spread the offense out,
Take care of the
ball, and I can tell you one thing that Mitch is going to be emphasizing on the offseason is ball handling drills, learning how to dribble with your left hand if you're right-handed. Because if you look, every single time we're trying to go down that clear right-hand side instead of keeping it in the middle of the floor.
Yep.
And that's one thing,
You're easy to guard if people know you're going to do that.
Yes. Yep. I grew up left-handed, so I had the advantage because I could fake right and then go left, and then I'd leave people behind. But in today's game, you've got to be ambidextrous, especially if you're the point guard. And another thing, we keep getting down into the corners and getting trapped instead of keeping it to the middle.
He had to flip the coin, and it came up, jump ball. Because I thought she grabbed her.
Yeah. I think he called the foul first
Yeah,
and
I
then
do too.
changed it to jump ball. So, minute 38 to go. Bruins are up by 4.
You're right. Getting that ball down there in that corner, those lines are just extra defensive players.
Yes, right,
and you
exactly.
can't do that.
Travel.
He's going to call that on Kylie, I believe. Yeah. I've got 2 on her.
Yeah, she's got them to give.
Yeah.
That,
can't take them home with you.
No. That's what I don't like to see is, somebody only having 2 fouls or 1 foul at the end of the, an important game anyway, especially an important game.
Good position by Cagle there. She's going to run it down for the lay-in.
Get in there. We can't get a friendly bounce. Come on, people. See, darn it, come on.
And
off
knocked
of her
out
leg.
Of bounds.
Yes.
Knocked out of bounds by 22.
Off of her knee.
Off of her knee.
At 122 feet. I can see that.
Yes.
I'll tell you, Macy has 12 rebounds now.
Yes.
So she has really been key on that defensive end because a lot of those have been defensive rebounds. There, Kylie almost.
There we go, Kylie.
Everybody was just sitting there watching her go, and she went coast to coast. Got the ball from inbounds and
can't fall asleep, and they did.
No.
And
we wish we could have taken more time off the clock, but at least we ended up with 2 points there.
Right. Yeah, we were laying out of bounds there.
Yep. Good call by the officials. We don't like it, but it was a good call. 41.4 seconds to go. Bruins up by 6.
I didn't ask John Simmons if his daughter was Gracie got her steak.
Oh yeah.
He owed her a steak dinner.
Well, they said they were going to B-dubs instead.
You went?
Okay.
What, for beat no kill?
We're the broker. We're her brokers.
Oh, okay.
Nice block by Brianna, but she comes down and after the block comes down and hits the body.
Yep, just one.
Yep.
6-point lead with 39-3 or 39-9 on the board.
Looks like 39-3 when you look through.
That's what got me. I thought it was.
And good foul. She misses her first free throw.
All the apparatus. That's right. I used the big word.
So the bet.
I'll pull them out every once in a while.
Apparatus.
Apparati.
So best case is she can get 1 point here, and she doesn't.
Macy's adding to those stats.
Yes.
Not a very
go
good.
after the ball. Go after the ball, girls.
Oh, yes.
Yes, good job, Leah Kale.
Is that her 5th? That is her 5th.
Leah Kale goes up for the shot and gets the 5th foul called on number 22. What's her name?
Mackenzie Charles.
Mackenzie Charles.
And she had 8 points and was more of a factor there in that third quarter when they decided to get her the ball. Yeah.
Absolutely. Great coaching on the behalf of Union City as well. That third quarter, they really did a great job of changing what they were doing in the first half, going underneath, and Lady Bruins had a tough road to hoe here in the fourth quarter, but have hung on, and it appears that we're going to pull this one out. Leah Kale going for a second free throw is off.
Strobel Bout got it.
Yep. Oh, and intercepted by Eppard.
I'm looking forward to seeing Eppard go up to the next level as well.
Yes.
There's like Coach Waters was talking about. There's just a couple things that's keeping her from doing that, but it won't take long.
Her and the Hodges girl, they could come up with quite the press with some speed they already have on varsity and adding those
Nice shot by Hurd. She looked like her brother right there. We've got 2 brother-sister combinations here. We got the Hurd brother and sister, and we got the Strobel brother and sister.
Yep.
Long one, long 3.
Kegels wanting more
nice
rebounds.
job. There you go.
And that ends the ball game, 47-38. Lady Bruins JV comes up with a victory tonight. Great job, and we'll be back. Yep. So.
All right. Once again, want to say thank you to our sponsors, newest member, Town Acres Church, Huggins Auto Sales, AmVets, Clear Choice Chiropractic, Dave's Car Corner, CMA, and, of course, captured by Christy, If you need any photography needs, make sure you get a hold of Captured by Christy at 765-499-3111. And with that, that should be the end. And we'll see you over on the varsity site here in just a few minutes. Of the Blackford Sports Network, we would like to thank the athletic departments of both schools and thank you for watching this broadcast of the Blackford Bruins. Remember to see our sponsors and thank them for giving us the opportunity to broadcast live